Just stacked all my.
I made it.
All right. Our last little communion together of the afternoon. All right. So I saw I saw some mechanics improve and some specific things be adjusted I can speak to, but I want to throw it to the training audience here first. What did you guys notice was a challenge? What were things you noticed you improved on? Any insights? Yeah, go for it.
Getting that immediate read on whether or not anything happened is pretty difficult.
Yes, it's hard to do. It's hard to do, especially if you're mentally feeling flat-footed, just like waiting for action to happen and be like, oh, I guess that was a hit. Okay, was that where? You know, that's why we started with that freeze frame game of thinking, well, if you can anticipate like someone's sword is all the way back here, they're going to try to uncork something probably pretty high and anticipate that heuristically. That makes it a little bit easier to make the call. Yeah.
There were a couple of no-touch exchanges that were. It was just hard to tell if anyone was hit or not. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
If it is always better to be honest and say, I did not see anything of quality, or I could not tell any action of quality, than to make stuff up. It is a huge faux pas in judging to be like, I don't know what I saw, so I think I'm going to say that probably hit. If you didn't see it, don't call it, because then you give the idea that you're fabricating calls, and all of a sudden your integrity is gone as a judge, right? Other thoughts, insights, questions?
Having a good understanding of the techniques drives some of the questions, I think.
It does. It absolutely does. Yeah.
Because if you know the technique they were trying to do, then you have that insight to go, well, I see the intent.
Yes.
If you've never learned that technique before, you might not see the intent of what was happening there. You could be like, their arms were all crossed and it was weird. Or you could say, well, they were crumping.
Yeah.
Like those are two very different views of the same thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, here's a good question. Do you need to be a top tier fencer in order to be a good judge? No. What do you need to do to be good at judging? Do you need to be good at fencing? It helps, but what do you need to be good at specifically? Communication, observation, understanding the fencing that you observe, right? So like umpires in baseball and referees in football, woe betide any like line judge that tries to line up on the offensive line in the NFL, right? They're not going to do well as a player, but they understand the mechanics of what's going on by lots and lots of study. They watch film, they work together, they train these mechanics. Not saying you have to go be professional, linesman in the NFL, but the general point applies of like, they're not necessarily good at the sport that they're officiating, but they understand it. So how can we get better at understanding fencing?
Watching more fencing.
Watch it. There's so much content on YouTube. I'm posting content on YouTube shorts for my own stuff all the time. But watch matches, watch live streams of tournaments, and then also go fence yourself. But if you can't fence or you're having trouble finding time for it and you want to understand it better, watch it.